So they reported her to the Sharia law court, and now they took her to the court, and they want to sentence her to, according to Sharia. The lawyer, he said to them, no, no, you cannot do that. She is only 2 years after her husband's death. Don't you know that a woman, she can be unlimited years after? So he was able to save her ass from being punished, because a woman, according to Muslims, can stay, she can deliver a child from the previous husband even 10 years after that, even 20 years after that, even 70 years after that. There's no limit. It says in front of you, there's no limit. There's no limit. And if I say that to you, people will laugh. They will say this guy is exaggerating. Can't be true. You know what I mean? It can't be true. Let us see. We have somebody. I don't know if this is Abdullah. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Abdullah. How are you? Where you been, man? We are almost done. Where you been?
Wait, when did you start live streaming? Like 11 or something?
Yeah, the first thing I did, didn't we promise that we will come back and we will continue where we stopped?
Oh, I wasn't there. I was making food, but yeah, I'm here now. So
all right.
So I'm coming here to debate, right, to discuss the topic on is Jesus divine, because you were clearly diverting and not answering any of my questions, right?
Can you speak slower again? You see, you're doing the same thing again, Abdullah.
No, I'm sorry, but if you have comprehension problems,
I don't listen. Listen.
But
I can't understand you.
Don't divert.
There's no.
Okay, I'll speak slower.
There's no. You speak so fast. Breathe. Don't speak so fast. Maybe this is your nature, no problem. But do you want me to understand you? Don't speak fast. So now,
okay, I'll speak slower.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, we gave you 24 hours, and now it's 48 hours to find the answer. How Allah He breathed. How Allah He breathed. Correct.
I came here to discuss the divinity of Jesus Christ. Are you going to divert?
No. You see, we'll have to continue, because now we are diverting. You see. Okay. So are you saying you don't want to discuss? Are you saying?
I came on here. I told you the topic. I told you we were going to discuss the
no problem. No problem.
Christ, right?
No problem.
So why not continue with that?
And
yesterday you were diverting. Yesterday you were changing the topic.
Why? I did not.
Yesterday
I did
you
not.
were just changing the topic.
We are not, because I asked you what.
Why are you scared?
No.
Why are you scared to defend your own beliefs? Why are you too scared to defend your own Bible?
Look what happened. Look, Abdullah. Look what happened. You are saying to me. You are saying to me that the one who refused to discuss his belief is scared.
Let's discuss the Bible. Why are you scared?
Okay, no problem. We will discuss. But first,
okay, let's discuss.
First, let us finish what we started.
Yeah, and we started with me coming on so we can discuss the divinity of Jesus Christ.
And you are the one.
You changed the topic.
Okay,
you changed the topic. You
no,
couldn't even defend your own belief.
We are talking about the Son of God. We are talking about the Son of God.
Okay,
remember?
Let's discuss.
Okay, I ask you, can
we
Allah
were
have a
talking about the
son?
Son of God. Let's discuss.
Okay, I said to you, can Allah have a son? You said no.
Do you know what an internal critique is? Christianity, bro.
Listen,
Islam has nothing to do with Christianity.
And then
I'm doing an internal critique.
You are the one.
You know what an internal critique is? Islam has nothing to do with Christianity.
Stop! Don't
Why
shout.
Do you need a grasp? I'm not.
Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid.
We're
You're trying to.
talking about Christianity. We're not talking about
Islam.
To
run
so
away.
Don't bring Islam
okay.
in.
I have to mute you.
Internal critique.
Are
you gonna let me talk? Are you gonna let me present my arguments? Or are you just gonna be scared?
Stop talking.
Let's discuss.
We can't talk at the same time.
Dude, let's discuss Christianity.
Okay, we will discuss Christianity. Let us continue, because this is Christianity now. This is Christianity. This is a Christianity.
Yeah,
this is a
that's
Christianity.
The topic, you idiot.
In order to know what is a Christianity and what is God, we have to answer the solution here. This is something Muhammad he stole from Christianity, and now we will prove to you that Jesus is God.
Yeah, keep diverting, bro.
Because Jesus, listen. Jesus in the Quran, he breathed, and
it doesn't matter what the Quran says, because I'm doing an internal critique. Do you know what an internal critique is?
It's not up to you. Stop being. Don't. Okay, I will take you off. You coward. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we promised we will continue where we stopped, and now because it's an embarrassment for you, you don't want to continue. Is that correct, guys? What you will lose? I mean, we have the time. But because Islam is an embarrassment, and you know that you are no match to answer, and you have no answer. And actually, you said that you said that you are a stupid, your Allah is a stupid, Muhammad is a stupid, and nobody knows. For me, when I speak about Jesus is God, well, here we go. I say Jesus, he can breathe in the Quran and he can create a life. But Jesus, he can breathe, Allah cannot. We ask you, you are the one asking me about Jesus, if he's divine or not. And you say to me, don't use the Quran. Why? Are you ashamed of it? You see how stupid they are? Don't use the Quran. Why I want to waste my time and use a book you don't want to believe in it anyway? You are making fun of it. So I use your book to get you busted and I will cut your tail. So now I will put you back. Don't tell me I want to talk about this, about that. I am free to answer you about Jesus as I wish. People want the answer. Now, Allah he breathed and Jesus he breathed. How Allah he breathed? The mic
Well,
is
he
yours.
answers my question.
How Allah he
Again,
breathed?
Again, I'm not going to answer any of your questions before you answer my
Then
questions.
get,
Until you
then get
answer
lost.
my questions,
Then
then I'll
I am
answer your
answering
question.
it. Okay,
You're too
then
scared to
get
defend
lost.
your Bible, yeah? You're too
Get lost. Angry Abdul. I'm not going to answer your question. You cannot. Already you say to us, I do not know. We ask you, is Allah breathing from inside him? You said no, he breathed from outside. You became a joke of everybody. Your God, he breathed from outside him? What a stupid religion. I ask you, is the soul of Allah is inside him or outside him? You said outside him. I'm not going to answer you. Who cares? Don't get lost. We give you 3 days to find the answer, you coward. And yes, Jesus is divine. I just prove it to you. Jesus, he can do what your God cannot do. Jesus can resurrect. There is witnesses. Jesus can make the blind see. There's witnesses. Jesus, he can make the one who cannot walk. There's witnesses. And the Quran give us his own witnessing that Jesus can create from the mud the bird and he breathed into it. And the Quran witness for that, unless you don't agree with the Quran. But here we have a God who is borrowing a soul from somebody else. It's not inside him. It does not belong to him, yet he called my soul. So when you refuse to answer, all what I need to do, I will laugh at you and we will laugh because people they knew you are the one is trying to dodge down where we stopped. I was merciful on you actually when I stopped. Okay. Shouldn't you answer people who they are laughing now? What kind of God he says he breathed, yet he is not breathing? Is he breathing or not? There's only one reason you don't want to talk about it. I never refuse to talk about my Lord. Everybody knows that Christian Prince he use evidence from your books because it's a waste of time to use evidence from my book, which you don't believe in. So why want to do that? When you go to the court, if you accuse somebody that he borrow money from you, do you sign a check by your hand and say this is the check? No, it have to be signed by him, you idiot. Your signature is not accepted to prove it against the person. It have to be his signature. Because you are in pain, you don't want to accept your signature because your signature is very embarrassing. So I will give you a chance one more time. If you play the same game, shout, etc., I will block you. Let us see. Maybe he come back to his wisdom. But Abdullah, just be wise, man. How Allah he breathed? Go ahead.
Logically consistent. Okay. Yo, are you gonna okay, I have you I can hear you now. Okay, so basically if you don't want to answer from your Bible, right? Why are you using Quran? You don't even believe in it. So that's hypocrisy, number one.
I told you.
Number
I told
two,
you why.
you don't number
tell you why.
two, I'm doing an internal critique.
Before number
and
two,
do you know what an
before
internal
two,
critique
before
is?
number two,
I
before
can
number
explain
two,
to you.
before number
Stop diverting.
before
Stop diverting.
before number two,
Stop diverting, Christian friends.
before number
Let me
two,
just present
stop
my
talking.
arguments for why Jesus can't be
You
God.
can argue. You can argue. I told you. You see.
Let me
You
answer.
want to talk to
Let me
me?
ask you the first
Do you
question.
want to talk?
Is
Do
God
you
all
want to talk to
knowing?
me or not? Do you want to
Yeah, I
talk to
want
me
to
or
talk to
not?
you, but you gotta
Okay.
answer my question
Then,
first, because
then
you're changing the topic.
this is you don't
Stop
tell
changing the
me how
topic.
you want to. You don't tell me how you want to talk to me. We have a topic. We stop here.
The topic,
last time.
yeah, and you're diverting. You're changing
Answer.
the topic because you're a coward.
Answer. How Allah He breathe? How Allah He breathe?
I'm gonna answer you after you answer my question, okay?
I answered
Stop
already.
diverting. No, you
I
didn't answer
answered.
the question at all, because I came here to discuss
Yes.
if Jesus is God, okay?
You said
I'm
how
doing an
Jesus
internal
can be
critique, which
divine.
you don't
I
even know what it
said.
is, but anyways.
Okay, let me give you my
Is
answer.
Jesus
Let me
God?
give you my answer.
Yeah, okay,
Let me give you my answer.
let me ask you this first question, okay? Is God all knowing?
Let me give
Is
you
God all
answer.
knowing?
The answer. Is
Islam
what?
has nothing to do with this topic, you idiot, because I'm doing an internal critique. Do you know what an internal critique is?
No, I don't know.
It's
Tell
where
me what
I
is
throw
that.
all my biases to the side. Okay, I'll explain to you, okay? An internal
Okay.
critique is where you throw all your biases to the side. You throw all religions to the side except for Christianity, and you're just like a blind sheep and says, okay, I'm presented with Christianity. Let's see what it has to offer. Let's see if it's consistent. Let's see if it has any contradictions.
Let us do this. Abdullah,
So yeah,
hold on.
Islam has nothing to do with this.
Let us
Islam
do
has
this.
nothing to
Let us
do
do
with
this.
Christianity.
Okay, let us. I will assume
So
that
answer
you're
my
an
question.
atheist. I will assume that you're an atheist. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's what an internal critique is. Yes, correct.
Okay.
So do not use the Quran, because the Quran.
Okay. As long now I
has nothing to
assume
do
you
with
are
this.
an atheist. As long I am now assuming that you're an atheist, say Allah is a false God, Muhammad is a false prophet, I will not mention the Quran. Go ahead.
For argument's sake, sure. Okay, for argument's sake, okay, let's go. So the first question is God all knowing?
No.
No, answer the question. Is God all knowing?
Say I believe.
Do you
say
know what
I am
an internal critique is?
I believe Allah is a false God and Muhammad is a false prophet, and I will answer you without mentioning the Quran. Go ahead.
For argument's sake, okay, let's go. This is an internal critique. Okay,
not for argument's sake. Not for argument's sake. Not for
Why
argument.
Why are you scared to answer the question? Is God all knowing?
Don't be
Is God all knowing?
Okay.
Yes or
So
no?
now
Is God
you
all
refuse to do. You refuse to do so because you are a
Is God all
Muslim.
knowing?
And you stole it from my.
I'm just gonna ask you the same question. You're so
Dictator.
scared to actually answer the question.
Yeah, we know who's scared. I answer you, and the answer you cannot refute it. This is why you don't want to use the Quran. This is how painful the answer is. Jesus is alive. Is Allah alive? No. Prove it. Jesus, he can resurrect people from death. Can Allah do? Prove it. In the Quran. Jesus, he can make the blind see. Can Allah do? Prove it. Jesus, he can breathe into the mud and make it a living bird. Right now, as we speak, we have birds are flying in the sky made by Jesus. In the Quran. Can Allah do same? No. And this is why you are terrified, because I speak and I answer you from the Quran. If I speak from the Bible, you will say, I don't believe in this. This is just stupid. This is funny. This is dummy. But when I show you from the Quran, you can't say this is stupid. So I'm holding you from your tail. And your tail is so long, Abdullah. Now, you said yesterday, 2 days ago, that Allah breathed his spirit from outside him. Let us start, and everybody is dying laughing already. Guys, did Abdullah he say that Allah's soul is outside him? If you heard him, if you have the recording, we can play it again. If you heard him saying that Allah's soul is outside him, give me one. He said that, right? Okay. If you heard him saying, I asked him, do Allah breathe his soul from outside or inside? He said from outside. And then we ask him, what is the spirit of Allah which is breathing from it? What he said, I don't know. Abdullah, the mic is yours.
He doesn't know the hour. Okay, he doesn't know everything. Okay, I'm on right now. Okay, so right now, since you're just too scared to answer my question, like, come on, just answer my question, please. Is God all knowing? Just answer that, and we're gonna go through my deductive.
Is what? Is God
all knowing?
Is God all knowing?
Yeah, is God all knowing and not limited?
I have a challenge for you. Do we have
answer my question? Okay. Answer my question, Christian friends. Answer my question.
Guys, this is a good
I hope
question.
your fans are looking. I hope your fans are watching
Allah,
how much you
hold on, hold on,
divert.
hold on. Okay,
You're
let me answer.
deflecting. You're
Stupid, let me
deflecting.
answer. Let me
Answer.
answer.
He's God all
Stop.
knowing and he's God all knowing.
God is all knowing, but not your God. How we know?
We're not talking
Your
about my
God,
God, you idiot. I'm
listen,
doing an
yes, I want
internal
to talk about,
critique.
you
We're
are a
talking about
Muslim,
Christianity.
just shut up. Just
Stop.
shut up. Do you want to talk? Do you want to let me talk or not?
Talk.
Okay,
I'm
then
letting you
stop
talk.
talking. Let me answer. Don't tell me how to answer. Stop.
Yeah, but don't divert and go to Islam.
Okay, I will let you speak. Here we go. So look, God is all knowing, but your God
Yep.
is not. Why? Because if God
We're
is
not
all
talking about
knowing, and
Islam.
you are the one who
Stop
admit,
diverting.
shut up. Let me ask. Let me
Stop
answer.
diverting. Then don't
What
bring
stupid
Islam
guy.
in. Don't bring.
Okay, just get out of here. What a stupid idiot. He asked me for the answer. When I start answering, the one answer. Your God is not all knowing. He thinks that the baby is made from a sperm, and the sperm became a clot, a dead blood. Is that how God is all knowing? Huh? Look at this stupidity. How Allah He made the baby? How, what kind of God you do not know? Is God all knowing? I say yes. Do you believe in that too? Yes. Okay, let us see how all God all knowing. This is your stupid God. You think that the baby brother is made from a semen, and then the semen brother become a dead blood. What the kind of who is all knowing? Huh? This is all knowing? What the heck? How the God who is all knowing, he say such a stupid thing? Which is a nurse in the hospital know better, not a doctor. We made the nutfa into a clot. Between the bracket, a piece of congealed blood. And we made the clot into a lump of a flesh. And then we made out of the little lump of flesh bones. If you don't like this translation, we can go. Right? We go. We change it. Well, God is all knowing. Obviously, your God is not. So this is what happened to the Muhammadan when they try to find out who is God by a question they ask. The question they ask, they don't want it to be asked to themselves. In the same time, Jesus is all knowing. How we prove that? The Muslim, he will say to you, how come Jesus do not know the judgment day? Huh? He says only my Father. But he just said to you, only my Father. And the Father word mean the authority. My Father is the authority. He is the one who announced the day of judgment. But in the same chapter, Jesus, he said, when this and this and this and this and this and this and this happen, then the judgment day will happen. Which means that we don't have a preset date for the day of judgment. And he said it's not to anyone to know. Why? Because then people will, prepare themselves. He said that the Lord, he will come as a thief, which is him. He will come like a thief in the middle of the night, but doesn't mean night. It means when people are not aware that judgment day is coming, and then will happen. So you cannot, like, oh, I know tomorrow at this time, next month, next year is going to be judgment day. So I will repent, I will fix myself, etc. No. So Jesus, he said exactly what will happen, how everybody will live, how sin will increase, how even lights of stars and planets will disappear, how even one in the field and one is working, which means one have a nighttime, one have a daytime. So when a Muslim, he come with a stupid argument, we die laughing. But this is your God. You're a prophet who been taught by Muhammad about when the judgment day is. He said that this child will not reach the age of old before the hour come. Let us read and love. Let's see. We do not find this one in English. Let us find it, different version of it. Give me a second. Let us see another version of the hadith. where we can find in English. And you know, here Muhammad is prophesying in the name of his God. He's not making announcement of marketing, or you know, this is God speaking. A young boy of Al-Mughira, Shu'bah, happened to pass by the Holy Prophet, and he was in my age. Thereupon Allah Apostle, he said, if he lived long, he would not grow old till the last hour would come. The last hour. The Muslims, they translated last hour. In Arabic it says, حتى تقوم الساعة, until the hour the judgment day come. This is your prophet. If you go, Muhammad, by the way, he is copying Jesus. Jesus, he said, when this generation, but not this generation, he counted many things. When this and 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 this happened, when the light of the sun is gone, blah 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 blah, and then that generation, the last generation who will witness those events happen, that generation is where the hour will come. Muhammad, he wanted to copy Jesus. He's a fraud as usual. So he said, if this child, we're talking about a certain child, not coming generation, if this child live, he will not live to grow old till he will see the hour coming to you. And is this sahih? This is not weak. So when you talk about the judgment day, or you want to talk about the knowledge of God, obviously your God have no knowledge. Let us take an audience. Hello? Mr. Vincent? Hello? Vincent?
Even more, man. Like, I know you're mad that I fucked your mom, you know, and then like she sucked my cock, and then like she.
Okay, this guy, I think it's coming from, yeah, the coward Abdullah is back. So Abdullah,
Yo,
are
so
you there?
I mean, like, could you just like stop, like, yeah? Can you hear me? Hello?
So
Can you
is
hear
your,
me?
do your prophet know,
Yeah,
do your
yeah.
God
Could
know
you
the
just
hour?
like,
Do
could you
your
stop
prophet,
like
do
diverting?
your God,
Could you stop
do your God know
diverting?
the hour?
Could you stop
Do your
diverting?
God know the hour?
Islam has nothing to do with this. I can answer
Do,
all your.
just shut up. I cannot talk. We cannot talk. I mean, this guy, at least have a conversation with me, you stupid. I say, you say. We don't talk in the same time. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Are you possessed? Listen to me. I listen to you. We cannot talk in the same time. You are a talking machine. Honestly, this guy is possessed. So I will give you the microphone. I showed you an evidence that your prophet is a false prophet and your God do not know. So he's not God. You are the one who asked the question. Don't change the topic. You said, is God all knowing? I said, not your God. The mic is yours.
Hadith after. Or I can make a video about this.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so again,
Okay, go ahead.
like, you need Islam, right? You're like that disabled guy, right? You're like
Speak
disabled
slower.
people who, you know,
Speak slower.
without
Speak slower.
without their
Speak
wheelchair,
slower.
they're
Speak
done.
slower. Stupid. Speak slower. I can't understand you, you stupid son of Muta. What's wrong with you? I cannot understand the word. What's wrong with you? Are you human? Do you have something in your anus? Control yourself so we can understand what you are saying. I don't understand one word of what you said. So I will give you the mic again. One more time. Speak slow and read the hadith and answer. Go ahead. Control yourself again. Control, slow, slow, slow. Go ahead.
Again, like, you need to stop muting me and stop kicking me out, because
easy.
And also, I came here to discuss the divinity of Jesus Christ. Okay, I came here to discuss if Jesus Christ is God, and I'm doing an internal critique. Okay, and I explained to you what that means, but I think your brain is just too like small to actually comprehend that. But again, I said I will answer all your questions, right? After we go through my deductive arguments, okay?
Just get lost. They will not answer. Do you see how embarrassing? They come and say, is God is all-knowing? He don't want his question no more. He don't want his question. I will ask, I will answer, I will answer. Okay, go ahead. So he will take 5-minute introduction, 7-minute another calling names, and I have to repeat the question. This is your question, you donkey. Is God all knowing? Not your God. Your God do not know how the baby is made. Your God do not know where the sun set. Your God, he think the sun set in a muddy water. Your God, he think that there is a certain place for the sun. He think that there's a certain rise for the sun. Your God, he think that hail is coming from mountains in heaven. Your God don't remember even which one he created first, the mountains or the stars. We have endless. So when a Muhammadan he come with a question, and the question is a challenge, you will find they do not know how Allah he breathed. They do not know what is the soul mean. They don't know what is the soul of Allah. They do not know if the soul of Allah is inside or outside. They do not know the nature of Allah. They do not know anything. And then they question about everything except their own. For they are hypocrite and they want to talk to themselves. And I challenge Abdullah. Abdullah, why you did not download the video which was 2 days ago and put it in your channel? Shame on you. Aren't you proud of what you just said to me 2 days ago? Why you don't want to continue from there? Because it's a very embarrassing. But you know what? People download it and it's all over the internet. You download it or not. You see, if a Muslim is proud about his answers to me or his discussion, what do you think they would do? They would download it, share it everywhere. What the Muslim they do actually, when the Muslim debate me, they flag it so they can't take it down because it's an embarrassment. If Muhammad is a prophet of God, how he says such a stupid thing? Actually, we have even better one in the Quran. Muhammad, he says in the Quran that the moon is split asunder, cleft asunder, and the judgment day is near. So it was a sign of a judgment day. Why the moon split? It is a sign of a judgment day. Is it true? Well, the Quran in front of you. It is not just a moon splitting. Muslim, they say to you there's a miracle in the Quran. Right? There's nowhere it says a miracle. Nowhere it says that Allah he made a miracle. It says this is a sign from Allah about the judgment day. So Muhammad, he saw the eclipse. He claimed the judgment day. It's near, very near. And this was 1400 years ago. And nothing happened. And we are waiting. And nothing happened. And then we find that Muhammad is making it even more easier to understand what he meant by near. How many? Maybe month, maybe 2 months, maybe a year. He made it clear. He says this child will not get old. So if this child, he was maybe 10 years old, is young boy. It says young boy. We do not know his age. And actually, we can find out the age because the person who is talking is very well known. We can check his age. It says an Anas, an Anas, that he said a boy, he was in my age. Anas, when he is reporting this, is when he is a very old man. So the one who was in the age of Anas, presents a young boy of Al-Ansar, he was called, a young boy, he will not grow until he is going to be, whatever. So when is going to be old? "40 years after." You see, Al-Haram, it can be 30 and the age of 30. 30 and over, they call him Haram, Haram. So, like, you are young, you are youth, and then you are Haram, and then you are a sheikh, like a person, he became older, we call him sheikh, like he's really, he have a gray hair and etc. So this is so haram is somebody like in the age of Jesus maybe. So Muhammad is predicting that judgment day will not be more than 20 years after. And this is sahih. And the Muslims, in order to fix it, they say, oh, no, no, no. The hour they are talking about when he will die. What? Yeah, what he will die. I mean, this is the hour. The hour for what? الساعة الساعة تقوم الساعة. It's obvious. Not his hour. It says تقوم الساعة حتى تقوم الساعة. It's not the hour of this child will come. It is the sa'a. The sa'a mean the hour of the day of judgment. Otherwise, there's no point to talk about this person. What is that? Everybody would die. So when a Muhammadan, he tried to prove a point, he get himself busted, because as you're saying, their God do not know anything. Their God is ignorant. Their prophet is a false prophet. He do not know how the baby is made. He do not know. If we go right now to the Quran, he said, is God is all-knowing? Did you ask yourself this question before you ask me? Why you don't ask yourself this question? How the hail is coming, where the hail is coming from according to the Quran? There's mountains in heaven. Allah, he break it pieces and he sent it on us. I'm not the one who's saying that. So how God is all-knowing and he says such a silly thing? What religion is that? And the Muslim, they try to fix it. They say, look at this. He sent down from the sky mountain mist of a cloud. Does it say really that? Anyone who speaks Arabic, he knew this is false. You change the translator, right away you will find different translation. He sent hail from mountains in heaven, not mass clouds, coward liars, no dignity, no honesty. Have you ever seen any honest translation? Read. I just changed the translator. Look what they do. And he sent down from the sky hail like mountains. The Quran says like mountain. Or look, the translator is trying, like supposedly. Or there are they are in heaven mountains of hail, from where he sent down hail. It cannot be or. What do you mean or? The fact is, this is what it says in Arabic. There are in heaven mountains of hail where he sent down hail. And actually, you can do this. You can go to Islamic interpretation. Not me. Forget about Christian Prince. Christian Prince is lying. Chapter 24, verse number 43. Let us do it. Shall we? It doesn't say that, CB. Here we go. This is not Christian Prince. He's trying to fool you with the English, brother. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. All right. So, okay, we chose the wrong verse. Hold on. 43. And now we will see what it says. Read with me carefully. And he sent down from heaven out of mountains. He sent what? He sent hail. Is Allah is all-knowing? Hey guys, who is saying that? This is a Christian Prince. He's lying. The Quran doesn't say that. Brother, doesn't say that in the Quran in Arabic. Hey, Abdullah, Is your God Allah all-knowing, yet you do not know where hell is coming from? The mic is yours.
The base you have to address multiple questions. You can't actually just be CP and just like divert. Yeah, can you hear me?
He's talking to himself.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, sniff. Yeah, sniff.
Okay,
So
yeah.
did Allah
So
knows
I
where?
mean, like
Do,
you're pretty.
do Allah know where the
Again,
hell
you're
coming from?
diverting. You're diverting, dude.
Do
You're
Allah
literally
knew
like that,
where
like
the hell
disabled person, right? You're like disabled people without
do
their
Allah
wheelchair. You get
do
nowhere,
Allah know
right?
where the hell coming from?
You without
Do Allah
Islam
know?
is just like a disabled
Do
man without his wheelchair. You get nowhere,
okay.
right? Is that
Do Allah know where the shut up, son of Muta, I get lost. Here we go. We give you the microphone, you are a coward. I'm sure the Muslims are laughing at you. He think by speaking too much he can get away. You see, I'm not David Wood. David Wood, you can change topic with him in the speed of light. You can switch it. With me, you cannot. You are stuck. I will insist. I will step in your tail for the coming century. And anytime you call me, I promise you, I will ask you how Allah He breathed. You are a coward. You are trying to avoid the embarrassment. Otherwise, you can answer, and here we go. I'm answering about my Lord. You don't tell me how to answer about my God. I don't tell you how to answer about your God. You're a coward. Answer as you wish. But you don't know what to say. We have 15 people watching him in his channel. He think he can get more popularity, but Muslims are laughing at you. Look what you just did. You are inviting Muslims to watch your video, right? But by watching, they have to listen to me now. Hey, Muslims. And he sent down from heaven out of mountains, min jibalin, and min is extra, or they're in heaven, fiha, substitute for min as-sama, from the heaven, with the repetition and unity, and he sent down hail, submitted. Look, what the heck? So according to your stupid Quran, there's mountains of hail, and your God Allah, He have the hammer of Thor, and He break the hail, and He submit the hail at us. So you come to me and says, "Is God is all knowing?" Look who's talking. The duck. The duck is trying to teach us how to speak the language of a human. Do you think people will forget what you just said 2 days ago? That Allah's soul is outside him? Do you? No. Guys, should I give him the microphone again? He will do the same. The funny is, he's like, like the bug. You go like you are hunting. I don't know if how many of you go hunting. You go in the wood, you will find the bug is stuck around your eye or your nose. You push it away. It's kept coming. I mean, this bug will not leave you until you kill it. Hey, Abdullah. Do your God Allah knows how the hail coming from? Where coming from? Go ahead. Do your God knows where hail coming from? Abdullah? Hello?
Ramen noodles, yeah? After you come in his asshole, right? You go in his ass.
Do Allah knew? Abdullah, are you there? Abdullah? Hello? Yeah, I think this guy is not him. He is just playing his audio from his channel. Kids. So anyway, if there is any Muslim, he can really help us. You have a God who breathed, but you don't know how he breathed. You do not know breathing soul. What does that mean? You don't know what soul is. You do not know the soul is a Jibreel. Is it Jibreel? Is it an angel? Is the soul he breathed is it created by him? Why it is not inside him? Where he put it when he say outside? Is it in his pocket? When Allah he breathed the soul, how the soul get inside him if he have no inside? There is no answer, because they cannot answer. For Islam is just a stupid silly cult. It's a collection of stories of other belief, and this Idiot Muhammad, he's trying to make it a religion. That's all. But it's not a religion. Uh, if we have any Muslim really, he would like to join us and he can tell us how Allah he breathed, you are welcome. You know, this Abdullah, he don't dare to answer because it's embarrassment. Correct, Abdullah? Is that correct?
Yo, can you hear me? Okay. So I can answer. No, again, I said to you, I can answer
Okay,
all
why you
your
don't-
questions, right? I
why
can
you don't
answer any of
answer?
your questions, right? After
Abdullah,
because
you don't
I came
answer
here to
then?
discuss the Trinity, I said to you,
No problem. We are
okay,
discussing. We
let
have
me repeat
time.
myself again. I'll answer any
We
of your
have time.
questions. I'll answer any of your
We
questions
have.
after
We
you
have.
answer my
We have.
deductive arguments.
We have.
Answer
We have
after
all the
you
time.
answer my questions,
Stop.
okay? After
Abdullah. We have all the time. We have all the time.
answer
We,
my
we,
questions.
we have.
After
We
you answer
have
my
all the
questions,
time.
then can answer your questions.
Okay. Let
Fair?
me answer you. Can I answer you? Can I answer you?
So answer
Can
my
I
questions
answer
first.
you?
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Okay,
is
I will
God
answer you.
all-knowing and
But
is He limited? Yeah, I'll answer the
but do
question.
you
Is God
promise?
all-knowing
Do you
and is He
promise me?
limited?
You promise me to answer my question about Allah breathing?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, after. Yeah, but you have to answer my
Okay.
deductive arguments. Okay.
Guys, he promised.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I will
so
answer
my
you.
first
Go.
question is,
Okay. Give me 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes to say my
so is
answer,
God
and then I will give you.
and
And then I will give you 5 minutes to answer my question. If you
wait.
like. What do you think? I will give you twice more. Okay.
Okay,
Is that
sure.
fine?
Okay, I'll go through my arguments now, and after I go through
Okay.
my arguments,
My
no
my
problem. Yeah,
God,
I'll
my
go
God,
through
my
my
God. Shut it up. Let me
I
answer.
wasn't done. I wasn't done talking.
Okay, Sam.
I wasn't done
So
presenting my arguments.
my God, he can prove that he is God, for there is witnesses for his godness. As an example, Jesus, he have thousands of people who witness him doing what nobody can do. As an example, Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses. Can you deny that?
Like what?
Can
That
Jesus
does
tell you
not
what you
answer my
hide in your
question at all.
houses?
Is God all-knowing?
I'm
You're not
asking
answering
you.
my question though. I asked you, is God all-knowing?
My friend, what's wrong with you?
You're not answering my question, CP.
Yeah, I just told you Jesus
wrong
can
with
tell you
you?
what you
You're just
hide in your
diverting,
houses.
All-knowing.
Just go, man. Just go. You are just a stupid idiot. I mean, you don't want to talk, obviously. Yes, I'm proving to you that God is all-knowing. You see, he don't want me even to answer the question. You are possessed. You are literally possessed, honestly. You are not normal.